Thursday, I don't care about it. If Monday's blue, Tuesday gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can't fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, I've got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness. Torn, I can't commit. Last time I did was almost committed to a psych ward, so now I psych myself out, saying I don't believe in love, knowing damn well the divine hand stated the agnostic out of me if God is love. That I have felt his wrath, striking my chest with righteous judgment, leaving a rupture between my lungs and breastbone, pretending it wasn't either our fault. We were just two masses, venturing to the other side of the cosmos. All is made a matter, so why didn't I matter to you? Just dark matter, empty space, something filthy. I tried to fill the void with someone else. Don't feel like your emotion. We became blasphemers, making mockery of each other's temples, calling it making love. No, Jesus restored us. The walls covered in the filth of our secrets, the burning aroma of our past transgressions. So unforgivable, made love the only thing we believed in. Found pieces of myself
time, the peace. And I had that time, I wish I had. And I had that time, the peace of mind. I wish I had the piece of that epilogue of the perhaps that never meant to be what you can be. I can find what's meat at the end for the counter. Magnetism for the avoidance of the yearning grows, no present for the annoyance or retreat for the others. The electric beam glowing, growing stronger and stronger with each counter. Around the meeting for the Greek, for the day, for the beautiful may take the hint for the dissolving of the shyness and the luring of giant glint. Gleams to the surprise and for to be meant for the retreating back for the forcing of the one. The sensitivity of it, I find what's gravity. Trying, regardless of the distance of the doing the work for the showing for yourself, for this nature, for the everlasting enduring, for the life of the young, for the eager, the itching of the breakable heaven, for the lust of the grief, for the what you had to only betray yourself. The wrath of the love, but it never belonged to the crave, for the warmth of the taste of this, and the sign of the sense. This what they're done with, they can find the find the heart of the robot. Never once stuck to the virtue of love, neither breast and never needed a hug or love. For this will consume, for the light her up, for the twisting of the air, for the gone to care, for the no more, for this account. Paradise, or this is the key, the edge of the world, for the have you seen the ghost floating in the room, for the confined, the him, the two eyes, that for never stare, for the elevator, elevate her, with the thought of my own face, this is where the mass of the unknown face, this with the knowing what you felt, this is them with the Louise and order, and every the breeze of the trees to react. A dramatic scene with your book of words expressive what you wrote, with a watermark for the buoyant mind, for this is the bargain with the sea. Mentally blind to the shifting of the tides, to the turbulent winds, to the waves that are off to the ride. Without that, for the apology, for the never the mistake, for the calming of the strength, for the storms of defeat, for the rising because the waters are kind, for the because it learned to what it released, to the what to hope, for the sea may have its fury, for the wind may have its voice, but it neither can drown by the soul that has its master of itself. For this of me, the self of the master, or the duel for the explanation of what the dark room stench of death. This is amongst the shadows of the I find the pathways or desire for the what's longer there, for deciding what's to be easy, hard, the harder way, for the no title, for the founder soul, for the crushed beneath the weight, for the truth, for this final goal. What the difference is, the common truth, for this final coffee time, for the you know how to get through is truly treasure to sip on. Once felt the passion of rest quietly, this is sip on. Hot grease like you cook eggs, the harder with the time. I beg the exit wounds, that this is the time that heals all things, the stone tears. Symbolizing the heaviness of the burden that kept with the deep inside the silent sorrows of the pain and nowhere left to hide, for the devil to find the years and the way began to grow, for this is the one that I love to learn, for the knowing and the never everything but the never the happening and the big beautiful world of the standing. To be safe and quiet and not talk about it, for this to be all roads apart, so the past struck the tears and find the bones left in your head, for the hood of the misery, for the thoughts to get close the closet, for the distant parts of me. Under your God, and what I knew for this the moment, for the time of the day, for the somehow some mind-blowing covered and glimmer into the deep of the gentle songs to find me light and darkness solitude, for this to be the napty birthday coming soon. Never lost the start for the will, for the never to be a lie, I find a will too, for the keep on swimming to overdo you. Hope for the invisible choke, this to find the empty space between the chest and the rope, the uncharted waters of the chasing dreams of the winds have been blown down, find a guarantee for the note might be holding. Consumed to what you remember for the what you had to know where to be for the bargain. Dilemmas to vacate the truth of what you asked for the pardon. Another conundrum, thinking about whether know nothing for the how to show to something so powerful to mean nothing for the you can break it all for the down the ground for this to no will, no weight, no gravity for the broken piece of the treaties, or the trees that are waiting for the gravity for the this to be the judge, and who what's for the you for the another for the you brought the judgment the few seen that you call the dirty. What they're gonna do that for the force of this to do something dirty, lie fed for the mouth for the you, the lies, the false highs, the oh my God, for you can have the feeling to feel, so this is surrounded by the nightmares and not to feel you yet. Conundrum, but the same as you, for the you are not the beating of the drum, for the purified, for the remove of the infestation, for the disease of the cannot be identified. I, dark, eyes burning, still, remarks, sinking into the shine of the bone, for the left through the dark corridors of the water to sinking into the bone, for the find the riding of the wave, the pushing of showing yourself to someone wins, this is when you know. And I will falter for the last past the tip of the doze of yours, just to wake up and never important enough to move the mountains to face the fears. So this to be the faith of the cruelty of the timing and the broad, the faith for the embrace. This is not the what the peace, the past, the parts to hell, the bill, the further longing into the sea, the face of the issues of the what the offense. Things you need for the breathing and when I'm with it, for the mind to be so.
How Take the thorn out of my side, even to share, to show you care, for even to didn't write it easily, for this to be asked, strange, kind of courage enough to feel like a little like the other side of the picture, for the falling in the depths of depression, grimacing over your reflection. It was a lighter than I feel a lot better for now, for the who am I to admire the most lightly attention. But I am here, afraid as I am, not to bring it to you, to just be the spark of the glimpse, of perhaps that in just art, or the thought for the fine, of the terrified, but alive at times, at the moment to be precise. Here I am, for the finding that no longer have eyes, to trapped inside, for the high, for the where am I, for the never supposed to be, for the losing myself, for this to be all it is. Help others to help the others evolve, for the tether, for the hope we pass you ride, to watch you go for me, for the lost words to define, for the saying that this is not the dear realization, for the terrified, for the true attention, for the meeting the other side, for the oh don't know, for the pain, for the way that I die, for the woke of myself, for the striking the look inside the round me, for the grass clips, for the slipper bites, for the broken into the trinkets in the midst, and the touch green for the city green, for the to recognize the sparks to break the firm signs, this is flickering in and out of the clouds, and mix them on to puddles of the ripples over your colorful sheen, the scene. Seer, prefer to see the cracks as the walk air shifts now, for smell man toxicity over the sewers waste, this manure over the reacting of the school billow, for the in and out, for the dare to look. And I would see the North Star, for the tragedy along, for the tragedy with the red light and green to fall, for the silence around me, for the colors, for the tired of screech of this would be the over the racing street, for the disconnect, the report, for the mind alone, for the can't stand the disappointment. Or thought amounts to this to wish I could stay happy, for the free, for there's too many problems wheeling up beside of me, for the cry, for the shifting of grief, for the self needs to be placate me too much of this is easy to not to say, for this agree that you well, for the color stains that slowly drains away, for the everyone agrees to the sweet life is sweet as if we didn't even know it, for this is defined to die. Beaties and what they say. Typical enough for the many over the manacle, for the change, the rhythm for the thumping, inside of the bumping over, well, you know, there's a neighbor for the grizzly, for the gingerbread, for the man in the tree, for the black cat walking past the pines, behind the left, no hopscotch. What a midnight glow for the wish the people could dance and sing along. But I'm the definition for the same. thing, the limitations with the fix the thing, for the prefer the little spoon for the bite of big sights. This find make it easy to go down the bridge around how the wrong the dream. So far gone one night, you know, for the lie, for the say it with the for the deny the truth aside, for the hate, for the love, for the over the push and shove, and never the run and fight on. There'll never be the compromise to the winner to be by my side, for the help you stay alive, for the ease of mind, for the ease of over the easy to over the well, the life to this to be the had to right now, for the bunch of this to be the little. Turning up such castic frowns upside down, right to side or outside, for that you could be nice to this imagine the two, for the world to be the oyster, for you're the treasure, for the hunting the crew. What did you do for the unpainted crown, for the said once was a woman's place, for the behind the desk, or for the no one had the point of view, for the beginning, the wondering wide awake. Lost lights there out with the travel over your road nose, and anywhere for this to load the camera over your hands to grip the curve like an ocean for the tidal waves to desensitize the waves to tempt enough to kiss on the neck. Or was it there to be part of the chronicle for the horizon over your right now group? I wish I was there for this to be the wishing of the name. Then plants would stop dying in vain. Just not walking away, for the world was silent that day, for the envy of the birds so long that they be free, for the kissing in the morning sky carried by the wind, hard to see, light so dim it resembled the darkness and haunted by the days long past. This what could have been differently. And the returning of an after generation, for the unmapped, for the already drawn into bars shaped like your face, it's hard to face the walls, the path already drawn. Days stacked, the quiet box distracted, the beatbox to lay down before the first step. The rap, this the could be untamed. No path, no blueprint for your own God when choosing his own direction, for the turning it towards the indie road, for the unmapped. I wonder for the you could wonder how perhaps this to be the mind still for boy your armor, for the before the name, before the language, before the eye existed. Saying immovable for the ground fair. The tears to roll down the face, it didn't cry for the truly mean, for the what the nightingale, for the success of the feeling your blow flows rampant over your race for another. Place of the commodity for another poem, the right chapter, but to explain the man by love, for this the time of the heart to explain now, for the desire to fire to find a fuel, for the desire for the find the tyrant, for the mazer who allows him to tires out the mystery. It was just a phase that seemed to mind fog of those typical times, that to find the receiving with attention for the pain, the gain, and for the now the time that we didn't have that imagine. Now the time that we didn't have that imagination and margin to keep yours in life and just to get into the orbit. Here's the harsh haiku clouds trembling in the booming of the rain, sorrow after the craze of the threat. This is no hunter for the pawn wheels trying to tell. That to the body for the heart that spins your reel. Done something you feel, there's something to approach. Broken at the dam, to just to find the value of the heart for the sky within the storm. But this doesn't value the stars, this had to be there. Live with the past, that this is the part for the beautiful to know, for the one day seen the full the treasure that awaits in the memories that want to stay. Or to be kept out of the heavy, deep sleep, shake us down. Now the time that we didn't have, now the time that we didn't have that imagination and margin to keep yours in life and just to get into the orbit. Here's the harsh haiku clouds trembling in the pouring of the rain, sorrow after the craze of the threat. This is no hunter but upon the heels trying to tell. That to the body for the heart that spins your reel. Done something you feel, there's something to approach. You're broken at the dam, to just to find the value of the heart for the sky within the storm. But this doesn't value the stars, this had to be there.
We're live with the past. This is the part for the beautiful to know, for the one day seen full, for the treasure that awaits and the memories that want to stay. What do we carry for the weight of what we keep? The weight of the full hamper for the particular kind of exhaustion, for your support, for this is the most basic kind of need. But right now, if your bedroom is starting to look like a nap at the cover return. Palm with the power of the tools next door. The pound soundtrack to the next suite. For this numbers of the armored that dissipates with the next exactly. Flapping ground for the more of the butterflies to the wall for the path. You still heard the most cried rooms in the midst of live in the dark. For this will be the end. For this not know full house of simple act of two specs. This is the universe to keep the hands off for the course of another. For the night to shift this world of sleep. Shoes by the tide, but they couldn't explain. For the smile that mixed it with the mind. Now I find the sunlight after the rain. For just throwing, skipping your fingers, thinking that these summer nights under the lights of the skies of the stars. No matter how we get into what a nice moon is, to see the transition of light for the broad display of the day left you. You and me with the flower that I am to be still for this beer with all the honey for you, for documenting the money for the panoramic view, for the haiku for the fortunate, for this to be the bliss of sunset. Timber for the erasing the state to close the casket and call for an addict. Laugh behind so-called I could for the fine the needs for the heightened emotion, for the tearing the eye line before you contact and lip. And invited knocking out for the arms are full, for the walk go for your anchor, for the distance and know the new place. Distance everywhere, for falling like the eyes fires ever the weed house. Where you get high enough at the gas station, you can't take this written incorrectly for the tears of the pain. They've been totally censored for the illusion of the freedom of speech that this is fine and exists now. For this is no possible title. With a world dust ball, paintball, peephole. This is the head of the masquerade, the mist, the dust bowl for the half the heartbeat. Call it the news under the peerings of the screen, or the grief of the random Friday. Time with you, breathtaking, coming up. No draft, whipped to intent. No draft, committed for your yesterday's moon. Blessed are the ones who raise the dead. Indescribable, or what you have threatened to finish off the old. Scrape it off of the scraps. Weak to false power, but the aggression gives it no man, for no wind will never. For the wake up and you're choosing yourself with the pack the bag, you walk away. Choose yourself again for the lion of pride, for this is either. Blood to move towards your busy fertility, the polarizing, the industry for your set to stone. And a rough band now like me, for the heart with the rock and roll, for the empty chamber. Lord knows I needed for the pressure stepped in for this to be the greeted. Looking at me that way. You find a salad over the way that you can be the drop, the weight, for this is self-love, for this to become now, for this to take the book, to find it, take it off the shelf, for the solitude, for the indigo. For the skies to whistle you were not a wildflower, the imperfect, insanely sweet, for the taste of serendipity, for the tangy of the breeze. Simple. Between me and the version of myself you deem. Storm I became. Somehow knew. Lost a friend that I remember, but still connected. You can pick up the phone, but know for the beautiful longing of the curly hair, for light. For the sun to only shine from us, but you know the awakened time. Stressed in that lust, or the explicit time for the night, for the farring, faint-hearted, for this is no to be parted, for this is all the river. Pressing if the covering of the base of the side, so this is the end of the bystand. Such acts aren't exactly complacent, so you're offering no help with the tanning outside your window, for the dust in the corners now. Brush yourself for the colors you came to rest on the earth, for not only wish to take the cascading into my mind, finding thoughts of what the love is that matter, for you know, to horizon to the authority. Since you have survived the storm to spend your lifetime thinking into the deep uncharted waters.
Time that we didn't have that imagination.
Now the time that we didn't have that imagination, the margin to keep yours in life, and just to get into the orbit. Here's the harsh haiku, clouds tripling in the pouring of the rain, sorrow after the crazy, the threat. This is no hunter for the pawn that he is trying to tell. That to the body, for the heart that spins your real. Done with something you feel there's something to approach. The broken at the dam, that this to find the value of the heart for the sky within the storm, for this doesn't value the stars, this has had to be there. We're alive with the past, so this is the part for the beautiful to know, for the one day seen full, for the treasure that awaits and the memories that want to stay. What do we carry for the weight of what we keep? The weight of the full hamper for the particular kind of exhaustion, for your support, for this is the most basic kind of need, for right now for your bedroom is starting to look like a nap at the cupboard return. Harm for the power of the tools next door. With a soundtrack to the next week for this numbers of the armor your dissipates for the next exactly flapping around for the more of the butterflies the wall for the path of, you still heard that most cry the runes in the mist alive in the dark for this will be the end for this not no full house or simple act of two specs. This is the universe to keep the hands off for the course of another for the night to shift this world asleep. Shoes by the tide for the couldn't explain for the smile that mixed it with the mind. I find the sunlight after the rain for your stone skipping you for your thinking that you summer nights under the lights of the skies of the stars. Or no matter how I be getting to where the nice moon is to see the transition of light for the broad display of the day lifting. You and me with the flower that I am to be still for this beer with all the honey for you for that I can give you the money for the panoramic view for the haiku for the fortunate for this to be the missing unset. Temper for the erasing the state that coded a casket and called for a habit. Laughing behind so-called I could for the find me for the heightened emotion for the tearing the eye line before you contact and lip. Uninvited knocking out for the arms are full for the walk go for your anchor for the distance and know the new place distance everywhere for falling like the eyes fires ever the weed house. Or you get high enough at the gas station you can't take this written incorrectly for the tears of the pain. And they've been totally censored for the illusion of the freedom of speech that this is fine and exists now for this is no possible title. Where the world dust ball, paintball, peephole. This is the head of the masquerade, the mist dust bowl for the have the heartbeat. Call it the news of the appearance of the scream or the grief of the random. Friday, time with you, breathtaking, coming up. No draft, whiff to intent. No draft, committed for your yesterday's moon. Blessed are the ones who raise the dead. Indescribable, or what you have threatened to finish off the old. Scabled off of the scraps. Weak to false power for the aggression gives it no man for no when will never for the wake up of you're choosing yourself for the pack the bags you walk away. Choose yourself again for the lion of pride for this is beating. Blood to move towards your busy fertility, the polarized for the industry for your set to stone. In a rough band now like me for the heart of the rock and roll for the empty chamber. Your Lord knows I needed for the pressure stepped in for this to be the creator. Looking at me that way. Find a salad over the way that you can be the drop the weight for this is self-love for this to become now for this to take the book to find it take it off the shelf for the solitude for the indigo for the skies to whip for you were not a wildflower the imperfect for the insanely sweet for the taste of serendipity for the tangy infantry simple between me and the version of myself Eugene storm I became somehow knew you lost a friend and I remember for the still connected for the you can pick up the phone but no for the beautiful longing of the curly hair for light for the sun to only shine from us for the, you know the awakened time trust in that lust or the explicit time for the night for the faring faint-hearted for this is no departed for this is all the river press and never go recovering at the base of the slides so this is the end bystand such acts aren't exactly complacent but you're offering no help for the tanning outside the window for the dust in the corners now brush yourself for the colors that you came to rest on the earth for not only wish to take the cascading into my mind find the thoughts of what the love is that matter for the you know to who rises to the authority since you have survived the storm to spend the lifetime thinking into the deep uncharted waters. One.